Hello, D&D Dungeons and Dragons nerds. Guess what? We're playing D&D now, live, starting next Sunday. Well, we had our final session here, and I want to play it because we went on a little one-off adventure, which I think you'll be a little shocked in what happens at the end. It's kind of a shocker. So I hope you enjoyed. This is the super edited version. If you want to see the entirety of the entire adventure with nothing skipped at all, I have a link for that in the description down below. But most importantly, guys, make sure you catch us live, starting on November 28th, which is this coming Sunday at the time of this recording, and we'll be doing that every Sunday, starting at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, every Sunday at the Weave and Void Twitch channel. I have a link for that up there in the upper right there. Go ahead and click that and go follow that Twitch channel so you can catch us live as we play Dungeons & Dragons. Let's get started and find out what happens on our first Dungeons & Dragons origin adventure.
You have all met up in a place called the Stony Brook Tavern in a quiet little village in the countryside called Marin's Rest. And as you are enjoying refreshing ale, beers, wines, food, and so on and so forth, you notice at the corner of the tavern there is a news board, a bulletin board, and individually you all kind of take notice of that, and you see that on the board there is mention of a reward in exchange for helping an individual at the local bookstore find their cousin who has been missing. In walks a nondescript older gentleman who makes his way up to the bar and says somewhat loudly, "Oi, Merin, I could use a drink." She says, "Rupert, how are things going?" And all of you realize, Rupert, that must be Rupert Longshanks, the man who was mentioned on the bulletin board who said that he needed someone to help him find his missing... Did I say cousin? I'm going to have to write that down. His missing cousin.
Hey there, Rupert. Longshanks, is it?
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, I understand you need some help finding your cousin.
Ah, indeed. Misty is her name. She's gone missing this week past, and the sheriff has sent out a couple of his friends into the forest, but none of them are great trackers, and they haven't been able to find anything other than some muddled footprints near the river's edge where she went to gather the flowers that she always gathers to bring in to decorate my bookstore every morning.
As long as the clues weren't too old, I think I could probably pick up something.
I would like to ask him how close he can kind of describe so we can get to the area exactly he's talking about there with
the river is just east. It's not even a river, it's a creek, sorry, just east of town. Perhaps 30 minutes. I am offering a reward if that would help. Perhaps with the motivation for all of you. I'm offering 10 gold. In this case, I could give 10 gold per person.
So, I was wondering if maybe instead of 10 gold, we could make it 15.
Unfortunately, originally I thought that I could perhaps pay more, but with a group as large as yours, paying 10 gold per would already put me out 60 gold, which is, originally I only had 50 gold put aside for this, so I would already be paying 10 more than I had allotted. Unfortunately, I'm a small village bookstore salesman. I don't have hundreds of gold at my disposal to make that kind of payment, unfortunately.
Or Misty.
I mean, you can roll for it.
All right.
Oh,
That's funny.
Oh, my man!
I might be able to throw in something extra from the bookstore if you can return her safely. I would have to look around and see what I have available, but I might have a book or perhaps a scroll or something.
All right, we're gonna take on. We'll see what we find.
Oh, my friends! He breaks down in tears and he's weeping a little bit. You can't. It's been I'm just so happy that we finally have someone here who's going to help. Here, you need to talk to the sheriff. And somewhat overweight individual sitting out front smoking a pipe. His legs are straight out in front of him. One leg's propped up on top of the other one with his ankles crossed, and he's just sort of sitting there in the mid-morning sunlight, kind of basking as it would, like a lizard in the sun.
We understand you can help us in locating a Misty, Rupert
Ah!
Longshank's cousin.
Rupert finally found some adventurers then. He kind of sits up, taps out his pipe. What do you need to know?
They found some clues down by the riverbank, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just wondering what you found. What kind of information you already have uncovered to help us move closer to finding her.
Well, my men aren't great trackers. I'm okay on a hunt, but it's not my best, my most strongest suit. We did find some muddled tracks down by the river, but they're a week old now, assuming they're still there with the rains and everything else that have happened over the past week.
Have you seen any suspicious creatures around here?
Around here? Not necessarily. I mean, maybe 50 years back, I remember my grandfather used to say that there used to be tribes of goblins in the hills to the east, but that was forever ago. Like, goblins don't come near towns anymore. They're eradicated as far as I know.
I think he should, if he could show us the spot at the riverbank, maybe we could see if we can't pick something up.
Heads off east, follow me, and you walk past the stables to the town, which are on the right, and there's another farm that you walk by, and about an hour later you make your way down this slight little hill to this creek stream. It's about 10 feet wide, but it's not deep at all. And he leads you down to the southern section south of the bridge, to where apparently they found the tracks and everything else. And he says, this would be it right here. I don't know what you'll be able to find. Yeah, we've got Sparrow rolled a 19. So yeah, you see a muddled group of tracks, and as there's been some rain. Even though what he said was, they haven't seen goblins since his grandfather's time, these are definitely goblin tracks.
Seen goblins?
Yeah, and it's worth thinking about too that unless the guy's just straight bald lying, then there's probably something that's caused them to come down, right? So like they're hungry, maybe, or so they're gonna be pretty rambunctious. Whatever caused them, if they really haven't seen them in that long, and suddenly they're down here snatching up people. At the creek.
Something emboldened them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we should approach this with some
Caution.
Careful.
caution. I feel like.
Level 1
well,
caution.
I think Sam can only handle 5 beating them up.
And you eventually get into this clearing that kind of opens up ahead of you.
Maybe about 50 feet ahead.
Should we all hide?
Well, I mean, you don't see anything at the moment.
Well, it's a week out. Yeah, they're probably a week gone.
Listen, I'm just a little scared of these goblin hordes. Okay, got a little PTSD from my days.
12 to 15.
All right,
12
so
to 15.
I may have tweaked some settings, Sparrow. So double check. Try to move your wolf ahead. All right, go ahead and roll. What would that be? Let me go to character sheet.
Perception?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Nice.
Your wolf that's a good wolf. All
right, so
Shadow Bane.
Your wolf raises its head. He smells fresh goblin. Fresh goblin. You're giving
Charge forward, right?
Hang on. You're giving your wolf a
stealth.
mental command to stealth. So go ahead and roll for that.
Okay.
Nice.
So he definitely stealthed. As your wolf stealths, you're going to hear a shrill shriek from somewhere deeper into the glade. Like a and roll a perception on your wolf. Okay.
Well.
Everybody else roll perception as well. Sparrow, you get a directional sense of where the cry came from. I'm going to draw on the map here. You can't pinpoint anything. And you're going to hear some excited in the bushes Everybody roll for initiative, please.
Nah.
Okay,
Whoa.
you are stealth.
It's another one.
Oh, another goblin.
Okay.
We're not even gonna survive our origin story, guys.
Yeah.
Let's roll a 6.
Oh.
No, let's roll a 6. Roll a 6, and we'll see what happens.
I don't like this.
Can I hear them?
Yipping? Sure. Do you speak Goblin?
I do.
Hold up. Give me a sec.
I want to cast charm. So
I think it would be
let's
cast because that's
see.
sick.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Now roll effect, and it's charmed.
Okay, I think I have to move up a bit to try to make this javelin throw count.
'Tis a hit, good sir.
Let's go.
It's a dead goblin.
Dead?
Nice.
Nice, good job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Goblin 3 is also going to switch targets because he just got shot at by Chrisma.
No.
That's a hit.
Uh-oh.
All right, 6 points of damage.
Dang, dude, these goblins are.
All right,
Hidden.
Goblin 4 is charmed, so he's just going to turn, untarget Sorensen, and he's going to target his buddy,
Nice.
Yes.
and he's going to attack with his scimitar.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Yes. Come on.
Come on, hit.
Come on, Gobby.
it
Come
hit.
on.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Jeff.
And
Yes!
Killed
Nice.
his buddy.
Good job.
Oh.
Very nice, Gobby.
All right,
Good
quick
work.
question. How long does the charm last? How long does the charm last for?
1 hour.
All right, it'll automatically keep track. I'm just
wow.
curious. It'll
Yeah.
keep track of the turns.
Mhm.
All right,
Wait,
Sorensen,
so,
you're up.
so guys, he can actually stay with us
Nice.
like after the battle.
Good. Because we got like 10 more probably.
And
Maybe we
here
have a
go.
leg.
Believe in you. Should I
Yeah.
creep
Your
Nice.
belief
Shit.
is
Yeah.
strong.
Oh.
All right, Shadowbane.
20 feet. I think I can attack then with my daggers then if I wanted, right?
If you get within striking distance,
I think
or are
I
you
am.
going to throw your daggers?
I'm not gonna throw them. I'll lose them knowing my luck.
So yeah, move
Alright,
up
I'll
and.
I'm moving up.
Yep.
Alright, actions. Dagger. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, that's horrible. Horrible.
I have 2 daggers, so I get
Sparrow.
another attack. Come on.
You get 1 attack at level 1. You're up, Sparrow.
No.
Okay.
Hydra Lord.
If I can move. That's. Oh,
That's a
nice.
dead goblin. Just roll for damage. That's a dead
Oh.
goblin.
Nice.
How come it rolled 2?
For it's doing whatever's the default for crits.
Oh, okay.
It did there, but it's a dead goblin.
We need to question that goblin about Misty.
Yeah.
Right. Ask him about Misty.
I'm asking.
This is so cool. I love this part of this program.
Because we have no idea what
Right.
you guys are saying. We're just like,
What are you
okay,
saying?
some more gobbledygook.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
What are you finding out, Sparrows? Is getting bad.
He
Yeah.
said, "What is girl?"
What?
What is girl?
What is girl?
Travesty! The goblin looks at you blankly and kind of drools out one side of his mouth.
I don't think he's seen her.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
So what are we gonna do?
Rah! He blinks a couple of times, and he points at Sorensen. Ah! Roll a... Hang on, what do I want you to roll
Oh,
here?
no, what are we doing here? What's going on?
He's trying to figure out what I mean by girl and human.
Oh, Ask him if he has any more goblins around.
Okay, I'll
Or
ask him that.
Layer and
good.
home.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I don't know what role you would roll. I would say, I mean, a persuasion's not gonna, because the problem isn't whether or not he will tell you. It's getting him to understand what you're
Right.
trying
So,
to
yeah.
say.
I mean, I speak Goblin. Wouldn't I know the dialect of
Sure,
how?
but maybe
how
this is
to?
just a really stupid goblin.
Goblins are known for being this way.
Okay. Um.
Threaten him.
He could also just be playing stupid because he knows that you know that goblins are stupid, right? Like,
Take me to your leader.
Right. I don't know. He's saying it's a big tribe. He has a large family.
Oh,
ooh,
fantastic.
large family. Okay.
Mhm.
Family.
Mhm.
Oh,
I doubt he knows numbers, right? So
Right.
it's really
Right.
unlikely. Big
Big
as
tribe.
you get. Yeah.
Mhm.
many fingers.
Can he help us sneak in? Like, can he help us get to the tribe? Like,
It's only going to last an hour if they're
Yeah.
close by.
yeah. Maybe he could just tell us which way it is.
Yeah, I asked him where are
Point.
they.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion for that one.
Persuasion. Yeah, I have a low charisma.
Well,
Come on. No.
Tell me what to say. I'll persuade him.
He just stares blankly at you,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he repeats.
Big.
Nobody else speaks Goblin, huh?
Negatory.
Mm. See, I would think a negative charisma would be good with a goblin.
We could hit him.
Maybe he can just point us. Can you point us in the right direction?
Roll another persuasion roll.
Oh gosh, with negative
Yeah.
2.
You can do it.
Come on, 20. Oh,
Why? 14 for a second there.
He's a goblin. He pointed at himself. That's.
yeah, you intimidate him.
Okay.
Like threaten
Who's
him.
Yeah.
Who's got a good intimidation?
I
That's
have a good one.
charisma.
Okay.
Yeah. So, ooh.
He drools a little bit and stares at you blankly.
I don't think we're gonna get anything out of this guy.
I don't either. It's like, do we want to use him as potential cannon fodder? You know, we want to use them to like help fight for us if we bump into them, or spend our time for the next 40 minutes or whatever we got left trying to milk the saliva out
All
of
right,
them.
I'm going to try one more thing. Take
right.
us to your home. We wish to meet your family.
What do you say?
He's asking if we have food.
Ooh. I
Maybe
do.
We do.
I
You
do.
do have
I-
some food.
Yeah,
do
I
have
got. I have a day's worth of rations.
Samur, give him a ration.
You're just gonna hand him a ration. His eyes are gonna get real
One
big,
day's ration, yeah.
His
Got it
eyes are gonna get
there on
real
my
big.
palm of my hand.
really, really big. The drool is gonna intensify, and he's gonna snatch it out of your hand.
Oh.
And then
Man, it's gonna be sad when this effect wears off. I'm starting to get attached to this little guy.
Oh,
I know.
I could cast it again.
What do you say? Did he say something?
he more food for family. If you
Oh.
take us
Can we-
to the
Yeah, exactly. Take us
yeah.
there, and there's more when we get there.
So-
Follow him.
yeah, follow him.
Right click follow.
yeah. // auto follow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't jump off any cliffs, little goblin.
No llama.
All right, so he's gonna lead you through, and you're going through the forest, and after about an hour, the spell wears off. Now,
Right.
when the spell wears off, you're in a different part of the forest. You're not there yet. Let's see what happens. Okay, to determine whether or not. But let's just say he was heading in a northern direction through the forest, and you can assume that he was making a beeline for wherever he was headed. the spell wears off. He's gonna be walking along, and all of a sudden he's just gonna stop, and he's gonna blink a few times, and he's gonna look around, and he's gonna scream. So let's roll a 6. This is gonna be a flavor roll to see what he does. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna bolt. 5 or 6. He's just kind of stand there, too terrified to do anything. He bolts. So I'm not gonna do this on the map right now. He's gonna run. So I'll assume you were all following him, kind of anticipating that the spell was going to wear off at some point, because it's a given. So I'll give you all a chance to grab him before he bolts off into the bush and disappears. All right, I'm just going to say it's a straight up dex check, and you need let's make this a 17 or higher to catch him.
So we're just doing a straight dex roll.
Dex roll.
All of us, right?
Yeah.
We're all trying to catch him.
You need a 17 or higher. All right, Sorensen already did it. But just out of curiosity, Edgador did it.
We caught that little goblin, 3 of us.
Damn right, boy.
All right, so yeah, the 3 of you tackled him at once, and 3 of you caught him. And he is shrieking to high heaven, screaming like... rattling off.
Say something to him, Sparrow.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna yell over his screaming. You want food? You shut up.
Roll an intimidation roll for that one, Sparrow.
Okay. I better roll high.
Yeah.
Because I have negatives to that. I'm not very intimidating. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so when you tell him you want food, you shut up. He food? He actually says it in common. He's like,
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
He speaks a little common. All right. Do like this guy.
So I'll change to common. Yes. Food.
he holds out his hand. Food?
All right. I'll give him some food.
All right, he snatches it out of your hand.
It's better than a charm spell. Food.
I need everybody to roll perception checks, please.
Okay. Skill.
That'll be on skills tab, Chris, the second tab. And perception.
Oh, why is it rolling? Oh, silly me. That was for Shadow Pain. Perception.
I got a big roll there.
Did you find it, Chris? Oh, never mind. You already rolled it. Never mind.
Yes.
Yeah, I missed it. Sorry. Sorensen. Somewhere to the northeast, you hear creatures coming through the woods, through the brush, running. Many creatures. You're not sure how many, but you can hear something coming, running.
Oh boy.
Remind him of the deal we made.
Yeah, with the food.
Yeah, so I want to kind of check the goblin if possible, see if he looks like what's his reaction to this. Is he
Right.
seem excited about them coming or
1, 2, 3. He doesn't even know they're on their way because he's so intent on his food. 4, 5, or 6.
Okay.
He actually knows they're coming, and he hears
Okay.
it too. He doesn't hear anything. He's too involved in his
He's just
inhaling
Right.
his little
Right.
travel ration.
I can tell him. Should we just tell him to go tell his friends and see what happens? If they attack us,
that we have
know.
food. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
idea, right? If it turns on us, oh well, we're in trouble anyway.
Go tell your friends we're bringing food. We're friends.
All right, so a group of goblins comes bursting out of the underbrush in the direction of where Sorensen heard the something coming through the brush, and your goblin, he jumps up to his feet with crumbs and a half-eaten travel ration hanging from his mouth. Rah!
What do you say?
Hold up, guys. Don't attack. He's yelling for his family.
Okay, family.
Yeah.
They all stop short as they see you and immediately pull bows out and knock arrows. And lots of yipping and yelling. gibberish that you don't understand, but they're waving bows and arrows wildly in your direction.
Yeah, so this doesn't look good, right? Looks like we got this guy
Sparrow.
hostage, right? So, Sparrow, can we maybe communicate for him to
Yeah.
let them know that he's not
Tell them not to attack.
prisoner?
We're friends with food.
Friends.
Or do we make him our prisoner? I mean, like,
right?
we could always
Either
do
will
Not
that
work.
at
Just
this
put a
point.
knife to his neck if we
There's
need
a
it,
lot
right?
more of them than us.
Yeah, I
mean-
don't know how much goblins care about their family either. Yeah.
All right.
I think they care more about food than him.
Yeah, I was gonna say he seems pretty intent on that food. So
All right. So repeat what you just said, Sparrow, because there was lots of other talk going on. You want
Yeah.
him to do what now?
Tell them we bring food if they don't attack us.
And he points at all of the ones who just came out of the bush.
Yes, food.
Okay. He is going to rattle something off in a dialect that you don't understand, in the direction of all of these other goblins. Oh my god, you guys got so lucky. I can't believe you rolled a 1. All right. The bows pointed in your direction start to waver, and all of you notice these goblins are emaciated. Like, they are obviously starving. And you start to hear Sparrow. You hear this coming from all of them, like murmured, like food, but in goblin dialect. Bows are wavering in your direction.
Yeah. You guys can see they're starving. We got to give up some food and find out where Misty is.
Yeah, so so this explains it, right? This is why they hadn't been around. They hadn't come downtown so long. They're freaking hungry. They've run out of food source of some sort. Sorry.
if all fails, I have my crowbar. So
he's gonna find a way to use that crowbar. So I'll throw down a couple of rations. How many is there again? 8.
Yeah, it looks like there's 8 on the map. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw them 3 rations.
I'll throw 3 down too. Yeah.
Move that down to 7.
I'll cover the other 2
6
then.
for
I
me.
guess.
All right. As soon as they see the rations being tossed on the ground, they just pile onto the food. Bows are forgotten, arrows are forgotten. They're just and
Okay.
within moments the rations are gone. And the little goblin that you kind of all tackled over and everything, he's standing up and he's like, hang on. I gotta go back to I gotta type this out.
Yeah, you gotta use that feature. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And he's gonna he's gonna hug somebody's knee. Hang on. Who's the closest to him? Let's just say Sparrow, because he's been talking to her and she speaks his language. So she's gonna like hug your leg.
Okay. I pat his head.
Right.
Now maybe we can. Maybe we can find out.
Now
where
you help
Misty
us
is.
find
Yeah.
human girl.
Mm-hmm. Human girl, we can give you some more maybe, because like, what if we can get out of this without having to fight them at all,
God
and
would
make
be
friends and make goblin friends?
Yeah.
God would be great.
He points again at Sorensen and Simmer too, with a slightly questioning look. Let me roll for this. Hold on.
They seem to be concerned about us for some reason.
One of the goblins, this one right here, as he hears you speaking to his friend, he kind of creeps a little bit closer, and in common he goes, "Girl?"
Oh.
And he points at Sparrow and Crispa. Girl!
So
Yes,
he's trying
girl.
to figure out what's a girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So they're the girls. Yeah, that's girls.
Even though not the ears. Round ears. Girl.
Girl! Not girl! Girl!
Yes. Yes.
Huge tracts of land.
That's perfect! Alright, he's gonna turn around. He's gonna turn around, go back to his group, but they're gonna start saying something in the dialect that you don't understand, and he's gonna turn back around. This one. Did you see that, Sparrow?
Oh, sorry. He wants us to follow him.
Okay.
The second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why not?
So they're gonna lead you off to the west, to the east, excuse me, through the brush that they came from. You're going to continue along for about 10 minutes, and you're going to come to a small kind of sheltered forest area up against a rock cliff where there's a cave entrance, and there's some little very rustic tents and things set up. And as the goblins lead you into the group, there's probably another 20 goblins there.
Oh my god.
Oh, boy.
And they all see you come walking in, and they're like,
Oh,
they're all
geez.
kind of terrified, but
Oh.
you're with their friends, they're with their
Right.
families, so there's lots of yelling and yipping and stuff going on. And out of one of the tents, as you approach, out of one of the tents steps a early 20s human girl, and she looks up at you very surprisedly as you enter the camp.
She's not a prisoner. Oh.
Oh, this is
Interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
She might have a little goblin boyfriend. Listen.
I guess I'll just kind of call out Misty.
Who are you? Who are you? What's going on here?
We were sent to look for you.
Yeah, your
By
father.
who?
He's worried about you. Your
Your
father.
cousin. Your
Cousin.
cousin.
Cousin. Sorry, your cousin. Sorry.
Cousin Rupert Longshanks.
Rupert?
There you go.
Rupert?
Well, that makes sense. I guess I should have sent him a message, but it's kind of hard because these little creatures don't know how to send messages. But
Are you a prisoner?
no, I've been helping them. They came down from the north because the caves that they had been living in, at least as best as I can understand, my goblin isn't that great, but the caves where they had been living for the past couple of generations, the water had gone bad and they had to move south, but they had always lived off of the fish and things in the cave, and so they aren't accustomed to hunting or gathering. So I've been teaching them how to gather plants and the like, but I'm not a hunter, so I haven't been able to help them completely. But I've been, sitting here trying to help them learn how to gather fruits and berries and so on and so forth to survive, and help them set up this little makeshift area here.
Okay.
Okay.
Why'd you drop your flowers in your basket?
That was just, they kind of came out of nowhere and kind of just and got me by surprise, and were like scared and took me with them. I think initially they were roaming too close to the village, and when they saw me, they thought I was going to hurt them, so they grabbed me and took me into the woods, and they kept me as a prisoner for a couple of days until I was able to convince them that I could help them with their food problem, and made them a soup that they were all able to eat.
Okay. Would it help if we gave them a few more rations?
I'm sure they would love all your rations.
Okay, but you have to come back. You can't stay here for.
Yeah, you got to at least check in with your cousin. And he doesn't know us that well, right? So we can't just go back, and he may or may not believe us.
For it.
But-
We need you to show him like proof of life, basically.
We're just travelers, but like this town back here, how likely is it that the town could, work together for some, for a little bit of rations and food for the goblins, and work together to help solve the issue, relocate them, or what's the chances of that happening?
I would say really what they need, someone to teach them how to hunt. Because if they could figure out a meat source, they would be able to be self-reliant as opposed to only, living, instead of dying out.
And as an herbalist, I can probably teach them to grow something.
Chris could help them, right? With learning. She's a ranger. That'd be perfect. They got bows, right?
Forage.
Foraging.
Okay. Let's roll.
Say I can only teach him how to go to the village and steal stuff from people. So
Right. That's maybe not the solution.
I could probably teach them basic medicine, like herbal medicine.
All right. So let's say you decide to do this. You spend 6 days with them, teaching them. Chrisma teaches them how to hunt small deer, catch squirrels, rabbits, little boars, things of that nature. Sparrow, you can teach them a little more of herb craft and so on and so forth. The little one that you captured initially, it just like sleeps by your side every night and cuddles up with
Oh.
Shadow Song. Is that the name of your wolf? I always forget the name of your wolf.
Shadowbane.
Shadowbane.
Yeah.
And by the time that the week is up, you have become good friends with this little goblin tribe that is on the borders of the land with Marin's Rest. And once that you have been satisfied that they are self-sufficient, Misty agrees to return to the village with you.
That's awesome.
Nice.
The goblins, of course, don't want you to leave, but you have to explain to them that, good luck, don't kill any sheep.
Don't take any more village girls.
Don't need any children, right?
Right.
Okay. Very nice.
All right,
Wow.
so you make your way back to the village with Misty, and you make your way to the Lore and Lexicon's bookstore. And as you enter, Misty bashfully, hi, cousin. And Rupert's like, what? Where have you been? And she explains everything. And as promised, Rupert is going to reward you accordingly.
We kind of accidentally didn't just slaughter our way there, by the way.
With the charm. The charm.
Hey,
Yeah, the
Work
charm. The
smarter.
charm. Yeah. We
This is
almost.
the first D&D session that we didn't have to slaughter the other side.
Yeah, we would have felt pretty bad. We only ended up killing a few of them.
I
Right.
thought I was
Well, they
gonna die
attacked
there
us.
too.
And he
Yeah.
almost killed my wolf.
Right. Yeah.
So he's gonna have a scroll of knock, is what he has.
Oh, okay.
So who wants the scroll? Because I have
Like
to.
a wizardy sorcerer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like bounty, right?
It's a bounty code. Yeah. So I'm going to.
Right.
Thinking Goblin and Bounty doing the charm, because I was just thought we were going to have to kill them.
Doble clic y
Yeah.
escribe
Yeah.
19.
I would have just been like,
yeah.
oh, they're hungry, cool, they'll be easier to kill.
Yeah.
No más.
And that was our origin story of how this group of adventurers came to know each other. We met in that tavern, went on this great, cool little adventure. Now, keep in mind, this was a practice session. Next session that goes live this coming Sunday on November 28th at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, begins the official Dungeons & Dragons campaign. And we are running an official campaign from D&D 5th Edition. Please join us. Go straight over to the Weave and Void Twitch channel and follow, and please join us as we begin our true adventure together very soon on November 28th. And I hope you enjoyed the story. I know we had a lot of fun playing it, and it turned out way different than any of us thought, and it was a ton of fun. I hope to see you over there when we go live and begin playing. And until next time, my friends, God bless and happy gaming.